Have you ever felt outcast from society or had trouble conversing in a normal everyday to-day conversation? Well, those affected with ASD, or more commonly known as Asperger's syndrome, face these struggles on a day-to-day basis. How do I know about this disorder? Well, I am personally affected with Asperger's disorder, and by giving this presentation, I would like to shed some light on what ASD is and what are some signs that young children are diagnosed with ASD. The CDC credibly presents that nearly 1 in 36 American children are diagnosed with ASD. So what is ASD? Autism spectrum disorder includes a vast majority of disorders under the autism spectrum that includes many of its same characteristics. Some of these main characteristics include a lack of social cues, certain obsessive behaviors, and being keen to have learning techniques that are different from many normal children. To begin, those children affected with ASD have difficulties in social environments that are different than people without ASD. Many experience what is called social dysfunction, which includes a limited empathy, understanding social cues, and some difficulties with conversing properly. Some try to treat the lack of social adaptation of ASD, yet Catherine Talbot, an affiliate for the Institute of Behavioral Science, claims that social skill interventions are only minimally effective for children with ASD. What this means is that the social progress that normal children face when growing up, kids with ASD normally struggle with, which sets them apart. What this allows is for a greater empathy to be held for those with ASD as they struggle to interact with people in our normal everyday to-day society. In addition, those children with ASD face certain obsessive behaviors from the time they are born, which attribute them to having the disorder in the first place. Brian Boyd, the director of the Frank Porter Graham Child Development Institute, suggests that not only are restricted and repetitive behaviors connected to ASD, they are sometimes a key factor in determining it in the first place. Boyd gives examples like hand motions, spending hours lining up toy cars, and obsessions with routine, which tell parents that their child has a disorder in the first place. This is a key defining factor of ASD as it reveals a different behavior which can be commonly observed when seeing kids with ASD interact in normal society. Finally, kids with ASD adapt specific mannerisms for learning that set them apart at a higher standard than normal children. While normally seen as a disability, ASD can also become an asset for some children, including Jacob Barnett. Greg Mercer, an international journalist, details the story of 15-year-old Jacob Barnett as a kid diagnosed with ASD, and as he grew up as an exceptional young man and seeing the world in a unique and different way. Barnett grew up with having an IQ score of nearly 170, sitting at university lectures at 8 years old and writing physics theories by 9 years old. This exceptional example is crucial towards realizing the pros of which ASD can have for these children, as the disorder has some positive implications to it as well. All in all, ASD is a very unknown disorder, yet it is crucial to knowing and realizing the struggles and that these children are faced with on a day-to-day basis. I am hopeful that the pros and cons I've shared with you today is something that you carry on with you, and I hope this presentation gave you a little bit more about autism spectrum disorder and its characteristics. Thank you so much.